Hey guys, this is Lucky. I just wanted to do a little video on suffering. Um, I've seen a lot of suffering lately, and I just thought I'd put a few thoughts up there. Just something that you can think to yourself when you feel that you're suffering. A few questions maybe to ask yourself, and you'll see a little bit more throughout the slideshow of these 4 slides. What is suffering? I don't mean a dictionary definition, but just what is suffering? Ask yourself that when you are suffering. What is this? How can I get past suffering? Okay, now let's go ahead and go to our first slide. Why do we suffer? I should have put a question mark there, but who cares? I'm suffering from that. Anyway, this little boy is very content with his toy car. But if we were to take away that toy car, what would happen? Assuming that he can speak, he would say, "What happened to my car? That was my car. Give it back. Give it back because it's his car. Not just any old car, it's his car." Putting the emphasis on his, of course. Now, that, in a lot of people's views, that is really the starting point to suffering. See, I'll actually show you the next slide now. This is the Buddhist Four Noble Truths. These are just summaries of each noble truth. If you really want to look more into it, feel free. But here's the Four Noble Truths. Suffering is universal, meaning that it's not just you that's suffering. There is constant suffering in the world, okay? It doesn't just revolve around your suffering. The origin of suffering is attachment, just like what I said with that little boy in his car. The cessation of suffering is attainable, meaning the ceasing or the interruption. Okay, cessation means like ceasing, okay, or a pause. The path to cessation of suffering is detachment. Meaning, if that boy didn't own that car, he probably wouldn't be as sad about it. Yet we constantly teach people to, protect your property, protect your neck. Sorry, that was a very lame impression there, but but protect what's yours because you have the right to it. Look at our country's upbringing. Basically, all we did was take from others, okay? Take from others, and now this country is ours, and it's created a sense of, you know what, this is our country. If you do anything, we're going to come right back at you, okay? Just look at 9/11. They attacked our World Trade Centers. They killed our people, okay? See, we have that attachment, okay? And I'm going to say this, okay? It is very hard to accept any of this, and I'm not telling you that you should. In fact, I prefer if you question everything that I said. In fact, there's a great philosopher that said at some point in your life, you're going to have to start questioning everything as long as you want to be a philosopher. Okay? So, if you really want to know the truth. So, everything that I'm saying, question it. I don't care how good it sounds or how truthful it sounds. Question everything that I'm saying. If you think the Buddhists are full of crap, I don't care. Just think about it. I don't know. Just consider everything. And what if we stopped carrying other people's problems on our shoulders? What I'm talking about is when we feel sad, sometimes I'll give you an example. Sometimes when I used to suffer, I would say, you know what? Why am I feeling so bad? At least I'm not like the people in Africa that are starving, why I don't have the right to be sad. That's not a very logical way to think, because you're still suffering and you're making yourself suffer more because you think you're a wimp. Okay? That's not very logical. Oh, you know what? That guy's mom died. I shouldn't be sad because my dog died. Well, of course you're going to be sad. Okay? That's just nature. It's universal. Remember that. And what if we stopped taking on too much responsibility? Okay, so in America, a common thing is, oh, you got to keep yourself busy. You got to work this, work that. You got to get your master's, doctorate, whatever. You need to go to college. You need to go do this, that, that. You need to get a full-time job while you're getting your doctorate. I don't know. Either way, we're very bombarded with responsibilities, with chores, with this. I'm not saying they're bad, but when we take on too much, when do we have time to breathe? That's right, I said it, breathe. A lot of people actually don't breathe as much as they should. The next time that you're suffering, take a moment to breathe. You'd be surprised at how good that feels. Okay? And I'd love to hear your comments on any of this. This is just an introductory to show you guys into the kind of way that I think. I'd love to get any of your guys' I'd like to get any of you guys to philosophize about any of this. I'd love to hear any of it. If you want to make your own videos, go right ahead. If you want to say how bad this video was on a video, go right ahead. As long as you are thinking. So just a question. What do you guys think about suffering?